Being locked in, isolated from the outside world, viewing the same objects that still haven't moved over and over again, having the same recurring thoughts playing around in your mind, persists the power of inertia day by day. Everything occurs out of necessity, everything repeated day in and day out. During these days, virtually everything is mute, only chance can speak to us. We read its message much as gypsies read the images made by coffee grounds at the bottom of a cup. Her chance came when isolation first took place and she heard his sweet voice call her name to ask her to stay with him. The thought of staying with a man who she admired warmed her heart. Weeks went by as they became more intimate. He did not realize, however, that metaphors are dangerous and not to be trifled with. A single metaphor can give birth to love, and she knew what happens during the moment love is born. The woman cannot resist the voice calling forth her terrified soul. The man cannot resist the woman whose soul thus responds to his voice. As the power of inertia overcame his mind, he became stultified and exhausted. He needed a change in his life, thus made her leave his home. The heaviest of burdens crushes us, we sink beneath it, it pins us to the ground. But in the love poetry of every age, the woman longs to be weighed down by the man's body. The heaviest of burdens is therefore simultaneously the image of life's most intense fulfillment. Though she felt shattered by him, she also saw it coming and knew it was only a matter of time before he got bored. She didn't mind, change is good, but as time went by she felt increasingly lonely. Unable to visit the outside world, she ran out of distractions. Despondent and lost in her mind, her days were mute. Waiting for that sense of beauty to cure her of her depression and imbue her with a new will to live, she began to spend hours looking at her own reflection, gazing at her physicality, and so desperately trying to find what was wrong. He made her feel undesirable. Living for her meant seeing. Seeing is limited by two borders: strong light, which blinds, and total darkness. For her, darkness did not mean infinity, it meant a disagreement with what she saw, the negation of what was seen, the refusal to see. When she didn't like the sight before her eyes, she would close them to fall asleep, to escape. She used to love to dream. It allowed her to control the imaginary world that presented itself before her, as she could influence dreams. She developed this skill by repeatedly asking herself if reality was a dream. Once she got rejected by him and returned home, her mute days and persistently dwelling over her man made her mentally unstable. In this state, she would dream 3 series of dreams. The first of the man with whom she was with, acting like she was non-existent, stating the emotional sufferings through her lifetime. The second of her execution in countless variations, and the third of her life after death, when humiliation turned into a never-ending state. Eloquent dreams, but beautiful. To dream about things that have not happened is amongst mankind's deepest needs. Herein lies the danger. She had a premonition for her dreams, and if dreams were not beautiful, they would quickly be forgotten. Her skill of lucid dreaming and unstable mentality made it so she would experience hallucinations from her dreams, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. She needed to block out the negative thoughts, making noise have one advantage. It drowns out words, allows you to forget. From her room, unbounded music, absolute sound, a pleasant and happy, overpowering din to engulf, once and for all, the pain, the futility, and the vanity of words in her head. When she commences the music, she steps into a new world. Vertigo is the intoxication of the weak. Aware of her weakness, she decides to give in. She is drunk with weakness, wishes to grow weaker, wishes to fall down, wishes to be lower than down. She idolizes fantasy. Music and dreams are her means to escapism.